All right. We are here. We are live. We are live. Sorry, guys. We had a little technical difficulties, but we are here and freaking ready, baby. We are here and ready. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to the Crypto Remora. Come to you live twice a week, Monday and Thursday, to bring you all things crypto, keep you updated, informed, entertained, but more importantly, ahead of the markets. My name's Wes, and I'm with, as always, Sierra Crypto. What's up, Sierra?
And that's the intro, man. That's the intro right there. And we're done.
Have a good night, guys.
What's going on, fellas? Wes, how we doing tonight? We are I don't know. I just want to I don't know. Someone was saying I was saying somebody called 102 over the next couple of days and then said something about 97,000 by Thursday.
That is exactly where we are.
Yeah, I don't want
where we are.
I don't want to say that I called that.
Look,
I'll let you.
Even a broken clock is right twice a week. Twice a day. No, seriously, Sierra called it, man. Sierra called the level. And guys, I have been completely off my game the last couple of weeks, dude. Yeah, it hasn't been good. Sierra called the level, though, and he was right. He won last week's price prediction. So what does he get? What does Sierra get?
I don't think I really get shit. But here's the thing. Good
job, Sierra.
I called it by less than $250. We're $250 away from the $97,000 level. But what's more interesting is the fact that we went up to that 102. I'm more proud of the fact that I said we would go up to 102 and then come down to 97 by Thursday. And here it is Thursday. We're at 97. I'm more proud of that call because not because levels, you guys got to understand something. Over the couple of days, this shit doesn't matter, right? It's like, yeah, you could call these levels in Bitcoin because Bitcoin moves. It's always going to move. So what I'm more excited about is the fact that I kind of knew that there was going to be that false sense of security that we were going back into the rally at 102 because I knew it was going to be a bull trap. I was like, nah, we don't have the strength. We're not ready. And sure enough,
we are ready. That's what's killing me, dude.
No, I know. Long term, we're ready. But I'm saying in the short term, because that's all that they have left, dude. The only thing the Bears have left right now is they've got, and Andrew Saunders was talking about this in CT the other night. The only thing the Bears have going for them is the fact that Donald Trump wants fucking cheap Bitcoin. Excuse my French, but the truth of the matter is, Donald Trump is a hardcore businessman. Okay, I'm just gonna say it like it is. He wants to acquire Bitcoin for the United States. Donald Trump doesn't want to buy real estate for 5 times the amount of the money. You know why? Because he wants to be able to sell it for 5 times the money. So if he applies that, which he's going to, he's a businessman. That's what he's going to do. So I'm not saying that he's causing the markets to fall necessarily. I'm not going to say that. But what I am going to say is he's not upset that Bitcoin is still underneath $100,000 and down around 97. He's not upset about the shit. And if you look at the BlackRock buys and Ethereum and all that stuff for the last couple of days, I think they bought another astronomical amount of Ethereum the last 24 hours. But you know, I just, that's what I feel like's going on, dude. Donald Trump is acquiring personally for himself. He's buying ETH and Bitcoin for himself, and he's also buying it for the country. And I think that the U.S., if he really would, he talked a lot of shit before the election, you guys. He talked a lot of shit. He said, I want the U.S. to be #1 in crypto. You got to understand something. He's very competitive. Donald Trump is a lot of things, but one thing is not is non-competitive, right? So if he wants to excel and be #1 at Bitcoin and crypto, he's got to buy the shit under 100K. He doesn't want to buy it at 120. He ain't going to buy it at 130 and 150. It only makes sense that he stalls this and keeps this thing as low as possible, longer than you want, maybe a couple weeks longer than you want, another month or 2 longer than you want, so that he can acquire more. And Andrew Saunders was saying the same exact thing. He's like, yeah, you know, I was thinking mid-February, but now it's looking more like March. And you know what, dude? I'm saying the same thing. I said I want to readjust my claim where I said the second week in February. That's been violently shoved back so far until Wes shows me otherwise on the charts. My call has been shifted from mid-February now to March before we get our actual our breakout to the 130. But you guys, Wes could have some really good news for you with Lux Algo. He's got some Elliott Wave stuff to look at. So I don't know. I don't want to call it too early. I'm just saying from a sentiment standpoint, Wes, I've kind of shifted to March already, just because of that reason. What do you think, man? Do you agree with that with the Trump thing or what?
No, I don't agree with it. I don't think he's that deep into like trying to time it out like that. I mean, obviously who doesn't want cheaper Bitcoin, right? I just don't think that I don't know, man. I don't think that this is all him. Like,
oh no, I'm not saying it's all him. I'm not saying it's all him either.
I really think that we've been handed a fucking shit bag of like different events that have happened lately, and man, we just like it's just exhausting, dude. I'm ready to get the fuck out of this range,
dude. I know.
And get to moving, man, and get to moving, dude. Because I mean, looking at the charts, man, we really don't have that much time, man. And if we consolidate in this area, which it looks exactly like March, you know, I was looking at the charts earlier, and you can see when we come into this zone back in March, you can see everything on the chart is lining up exactly right now how it looked in March. But we don't have time to consolidate, you know, sideways and down for the next 250 days.
Hold
like
on.
we just don't.
Let me push back. Because you've been saying this for the last couple of weeks you've been saying this thing where we don't have time.
We don't.
Let me explain one thing from Wall Street that I learned a long time ago that is a long saying. They said that's market
Wall Street, bro.
Hello,
Wall Street, though.
Hello, you think Wall Street ain't in crypto?
No, they are. That's not my point.
Hello,
but go ahead. I want to hear your point. I want to hear your point.
This is my point. This is my point. There's an old adage that says the market can remain unstable longer than you can remain unsolvent. I fucked that all up, but the saying basically means
something like that.
The market can stay sideways and down longer than you can hold out with your little bit of money. Like in other words, they have more money than you. So they can, if they say, you know what, fuck it, we're going to stall this bitch for 5 years. And you little peasants are just going to have to wait. As rude as that sounds, it's true. They have enough money to stall shit. So
this is my thing, dude. I like to just go, I like to base things on facts, dude, and data. And like, if you look back in each cycle, they've all fucking repeated, man. And everybody says it's fucking different this time. I am not gonna be holding my bags, I promise you, past October. I don't give a shit, bro.
I don't
so
want
they can hold off all they want.
Yeah.
I am getting the fuck out as soon as October comes, and I'm just gonna accept my fate, man.
All right, let's break it down. I'm glad we're going here because this is real talk. This is why you guys come to the Crypto Remora, by the way. We're not your shillers and your KOLs. What the fuck does KOL mean? Does anyone even know what KOL means? What does that stand for?
It's like
what is the abbreviation
like
for
knowledge?
KOL?
It's some fucking kid. It's somebody that just has a big and smart opinion on stuff. I don't know. I forget what it's called.
We're not considered KOLs because we're not like big whales, right? You got to be big whale to.
It's like or knowledge or some stupid shit, man.
KOLs.
I'll tell you right now. GMB might get it before me.
The market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. That's it, GMB. That's why I love you, man. That's it. This is the saying. GMB's got it. Look at GMB. Where would we be without GMB? Look at this. The market can remain solvent.
Key opinion leader.
Key opinion leader.
Yeah, I know it's stupid.
Come on, man. All right. So back to the saying. GMB pulled it up for us. The market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. And that's perfect because basically it doesn't make sense with the market, but they can, like you could say, well, I'm not doing this. Like you could say, I'm sticking my foot
off. Yeah.
But here's where I agree with you, Wes. This is where I actually agree with you. I think as much as Trump and Fink and all these guys are trying to do what I'm talking about with the Wall Street ways, I do agree with you 100% that they're kind of shocked in the sense that early adopters of Bitcoin are not stupid, bro. They've been in the game longer than Wall Street. So the advantage is they're just like, Trump, go ahead, dump the shit down to 90. As solvent as you are, as you're saying, I'm getting out in October. There's guys that are holding and going, motherfucker, I ain't selling right now at 100K. I am not selling shit.
But there's also a lot of guys that are saying that. There's people in the, like, Dukes, I fuck around in the Discord. But there's people that I've talked to in the Discord in different alpha groups that are saying that they've either started selling or they're going to be out within the next couple of months.
I've heard that too, dude. That dude Stefan in Spaces the other night, he said 122. He's done. He's out.
Yeah.
He's out. So there's that side of the coin we have to look at, but there's also the other side that I'm not looking at a time frame anymore because of COVID. Yeah. COVID messed everything up. We should have been at 100K during 2020. I still believe that in my heart. I feel like COVID was a pause in the game, and I feel like the market was irrational during COVID, and it remained irrational longer than I could remain solvent. I said during 2020, I said we're going to 100K. It never happened, right? Here we go, fast forward 2024, 2025, and I'm saying we should be at 275, and I'm solvent on that. But the market's saying Bitcoin's only worth $96,000 fucking dollars right now after the halving, bro. Yeah. So the market is irrational on the price of Bitcoin. I don't think the market is right on the price of Bitcoin right now. And I say right with quotations, but I feel like we should already be trading at 120, 130. And I feel like everybody's impatient and ready for that level too. But the question is, does Donald Trump and Larry Fink and Wall Street have enough money to allocate and manipulate Bitcoin's price with the amount on the exchanges? Do they have enough capital? Do they have enough power and wisdom in manipulating the markets to hold Bitcoin below $150,000 for this bull run? Like, in other words, do they have enough economical power and weight to contain the beast or stop the honey badger? Because that guy Stefan is a high leverage trader. He does Elliott wave theory. He's got 6 years under his belt doing high leverage trades. He's fairly successful from what I hear. I have that link to send you, by the way, in Discord, because I don't do Discord, but he sent me a link to get into his trading thing. And I said, well, you got to meet Wes, because Wes is into Elliott wave, and he sent the Discord. I'll send it to you. But the guy is smart as shit. He knows what he's talking about. Right. Yeah, and I wasn't arguing with him, but I just questioned him and I pushed back and I said, dude, your Elliott waves are leading to an ABC correction after we hit $122,000. I said, are you out? Are you tapping out? Like, are you done at 122? And he said he was. And that's what shocked me. I was like dumbfounded. I'm like, wow, you're saying that's it. That's the wrap. That's the top.
Because I
don't agree with that.
Yeah. The ABC correction is usually going to be in the second corrective wave or in the third corrective wave. But either way, we still get that last motive wave, that impulse after those 3-wave corrections. So I'm a little confused on what he's getting at with that, because if it's the top, then that's usually a reversal. Like, we're not doing a 1, 2, 3 correction. We're going down. Like, we're just going to keep going down. We go into a bear market, and then we're, Elliott waving our asses to the downside. But I see the Elliott wave on the monthly chart. If you look at it, I mean, anybody can see it, but I just think that we're trying to complete that third wave to go into, or the fourth wave to go into the next wave.
Well, he's saying I agreed with the February, March correction of hitting 130 and then coming back down. I've been saying that for months. I said, I think we could go to 130. And if they wanted to get real radical, they could go from 130, push us down to the CME gap down at 80,000. That's a possibility. But what I disagreed with him about is that February, March, April, May, 130 is the top, come back down, and then that's it. Like bull market. I disagree. I say October, November, December, we get another push. We get I've never. All right. I'm not going to call it like that. I'm just saying the cup and handle pattern on Bitcoin is so freaking massive that there's no way we go to 130. I mean, I could be wrong, dude. I am not changing my call, bro. I still say 275 on this cycle.
Damn, dude.
But I was wrong last time, bro. I was wrong in 2020. I said we were going to crack 100, and we never did.
Everybody
never
was
did.
We hit that, man.
And that led me to the extended cycle theory that I brought up to him, and I bring up to you. I mean, so if we never hit it in 2020, what about now? What if next 4 years it takes to get to 275? No way. No.
I mean, you just don't know, man. Everybody thought, about the 100K, dude. We only got to 69,000. Like that's way off, dude. Way off. You know what I mean?
But is 69 cents that far away from $1?
Yeah. I mean,
if you hold a stock,
I'm not
gonna hold a stock, it's going to $1 and you're at 69 cents and you didn't sell. You're almost at 70% of the way to $1, and you still say, oh, well, that's not.
All right. So what about this though? Say you got 69 cents and you want to hold it to $1. It gets to $1. Most people are going to say, well, shit, bro, I'm going to hold it to $1.20. And then they're stuck holding the bag.
Of course.
I think my main goal for this cycle, this time, dude, is to not be holding my bags when.
Oh, I agree, bro. I'm just saying, should we set our target on a number or a date? Because I think both
date, target, indicators, man.
Yeah, all three. But if we don't go to past 130 by, let's just say, if we don't, like on our chart, on our Crypto Remora chart, if we don't start tipping in the green on the mountain, if we don't start getting up there, no, let me reverse the question. If we start getting in the green there and we're only at 130,000, yeah, I might start panicking and saying, you know what, Wes, maybe we only have enough gas to get to 130, 150 on this cycle, and that's a wrap. But then, if that's the case, then I will say that the delayed cycle theory is actually true. Because if we were supposed to be at 100 at 2020, and then on 2024, we only made it to 150, then by 2028, we should hit my price target at 275 based on that logic. But I don't know. I want to see where our chart is. I want to watch the indicators, and I'm not putting a date on it. I'm putting a price. Yeah. In other words, I want to see 275 Bitcoin play out, and I don't care how long it takes. I'm not going to hold everything, right? If our indicators are in the green, we're up towards the mountaintop, I'm going to sell. I don't care what the price is. I'm going to sell if our indicator hits. But I just don't think that 130, I don't see that, bro. I don't see them being able to short it that much with pro crypto regulation coming in and shit. I mean, I don't know. I don't see that. I mean, the meme coins are getting slaughtered right now. Everyone knows everything is just devastated. I mean, so I get that. I get that everyone's impatient and stuff. I still don't see with all of that 130 could be the top for this cycle. I don't want to see that. Maybe it's because I don't want to see that.
Yeah. I mean, it could be. Look, if we're at 130 and it's September, we're at 130 and it's September.
We're done.
We're getting a little green.
We're done. Yeah,
I'm out, man. I'm out.
I think I'm out at that point too. And that's what we have to look at the indicators for.
Yeah.
GMB, I'm curious to see your thoughts on that.
GMB.
If you think we're at 130 on our indicator and it looks like we're getting toppy on the pi cycle top and all the M2, if all the charts and indicators are hitting and we're only at around 130, 140, whatever, do you think that's a wrap, especially by September, and we pack it up? I'm just curious. Let us know in the chat, you guys, what your opinions are. I wish we could do polls in the chat too. That would be cool. I think you can on YouTube.
Way. Yeah, I think there is a way
that would be dope
from that. Yeah.
Like, I'd love to see what you guys think on that.
Yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see. It's definitely been pretty rough though, man. But I haven't marked on the charts, dude. If we consolidate here and we go down, then it is what it is, man. Say we consolidate until freaking March, hell, April. Because the last time we were there for 6 months, dude. And it's looking identical. But I just feel like, man, we're at that place in time where April comes around and we're not out of that consolidation period, I'm worried about a few things. One, after that consolidation and maybe a quick dip down, maybe we wipe that CME gap out. And I hate being theoretical here, but I don't know, man. When we go up fast, dude, we come down fast. When we go down fast, we go up fast. So it's going to be interesting to see, man. And then that could tip the indicators, especially the RSI. That could tip the indicator, into the green like that. It really depends.
Let's see what GMB say. Let's see what GMB has to say. I think that if it says we're topping out around 140 or so, then that's probably it. But man, I'm geeked out for that 200, 250. Let's go. I think that GMB is pretty much right in the middle of what me and Wes were saying, dude. I agree with that. If it's toppy, and then he said something else. Hold on. He said, I just had it up there. I still think we got till November. See, that's what I'm saying, dude. I think that too. I just want to be a little earlier before. Careful. Right. You're being careful. Everybody else. Yeah. You guys got to understand what me and Wes both did last cycle. So backstory is we both thought we were just geniuses and we didn't know what a bull run really was. And we're like, we're never going to have to work again. This goes up forever. Magic money. Magic money forever. It's just never going to stop. And we felt like that because you woke up, you looked at your phone, and let's say you had $5,000 in your account, right? You woke up and your account would be at $5,800, and you'd be like, shit, dude, I just made $800 in a day.
Quitting my job.
And then you'd go to sleep and you'd wake up and it was worth $6,200. And then you'd go to sleep and wake up and it was worth $7,500. Then you'd do it again. It was worth $10,000. Then the next day it was worth $15,000. You're like, well, fuck this, dude. I'm a genius. And you will get absolutely destroyed if you do that. So please, if you're watching this channel, if you're lucky enough to hear what we're talking about right now, when you start feeling like you're a genius, sell everything, because that is your best gut. If we would have sold at that point, or at least sold, the majority of what we held at that point when we were feeling that euphoria, we would have killed it. So, but we didn't. Neither one of us. We both round tripped our bags, and it was the most painful thing we've ever done, because Wes and I both come from the struggle and not really having a whole lot, and having to work in kitchens and shit. And so that was even more painful for us, because we're like, oh, we had it in our hand, bro, like we had it. So I agree. I also have to counter it, Wes, and I am going to push you to remember the fact that yes, it'll be painful that we sold too late, but the pain and suffering of selling too early is also something we have to be very careful of, right? You want to still hold, but I think we can do it logically. I think we can hold enough small amount, like exit out, and then let's say exit out 75 to 80%, and then hold like 15, 20%, like just say hell with it. Just hold that 15, 20%, just in case we go to $400,000 or something stupid, because you don't want to be on the sideline and all your boys are like, oh, we're at 500,000. And then you're like sitting there and you're like, you sold at 140 and you're like, I took profits, guys. I took profits.
Like a dork.
Like an ass. You don't want to do that, right? So
dork.
Right, you dork. Like, yeah, dude. So that's the flip side. So we're gonna balance it. We got indicators. Thank God we have indicators for that, because we didn't have that in what the hell were we doing? What were we doing, bro?
We felt like we knew. This is the thing.
We didn't know shit.
What were we doing? We thought we knew, but we did not. But that's okay, man. Live and learn. And it is what
March and April are pivotal, GMB said. GMB's right on the nose.
Yeah, they are, man. Very crucial.
Pivotal. Let's look at something. You mind if I pull some basics up real quick? I'm going to pull some basic charts up while I'm not being rugged, which is nice. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the internet, because it's not the internet's fault. I have full signal, and then StreamYard was acting crazy. Okay, so we're sharing the screen. All right, can you see?
Yes. Yep.
All right. Let me move over here. Okay.
Okay.
So this is what we got going on here. Let's see. Total global sitting at 3.2. I'm going to pull that up first. I want to pull up total global. My daily on the CoinGecko on the phone is showing me that we could go back down to 95,000, but I'm not going to say that yet. Let's just look at the 24-hour. Okay, so we did have a bounce at 3.24, which we're sitting at 3.27, kind of going sideways. Can we hold up at this level? Let's see. Let's go to the weekly. Okay. Had a bounce there, broke below 3.3, kind of very steep incline over the weekly down to 3.2. Very, very not steep, very sideways type move right here. So that's not showing a lot of strength to the downside. So that's actually good. Let's look at the 2-week. Sort of a little bit of a wedgie pattern going on 2-week. Let's look at the month. Another wedgie, sort of. Which if you could see this pattern here, Wes, you could see when we were kind of going up like this, we were too overheated. You know, the slants on these were not healthy. These were not like bull flag types. These were kind of bearish. You could see it here.
Yeah.
So we did fall down there, but we're still holding well above 3 trillion. See this, let's look at our low point. So we got 3.3 as a low point. The lowest point ever in the last 3 months would be here, which is at 3 trillion, right on the mark. Second lowest was probably here, which is almost 3.150. You might as well say 3.2 is right here. So we've been here before. This is nothing new, guys. We've hit 3.4. We were hiding under 3.5, and now we're just kind of hiding closer to the 3 trillion level. But in my opinion, this is the level to watch, dude. 3.123. That's a whale. That's a whale blip right here, where a whale kind of said, chill out for a minute, boom, and you had to move. So and that's dead at 3 trillion, where you had a whale right there, stop the market. That's right at 3 trillion, and that's still above, dude. Look at all this. This is above, this is above, this is above. All of this is above 3 trillion. So where we're sitting right now, we're at 3 trillion, 300 billion. So we're still 300. We still have a $300 billion cushion to hold us above the $3 trillion total global. So my prediction from just based on that says that we look healthy. It says that the market is holding the money in the space. Now, back here, I believe is this is right at 3 trillion, this line. 2.8, you might as well say. And the Pico top, keep in mind, Pico top over here for Bitcoin, or I'm sorry, for total global market cap was what? 3 trillion. So do the math. The Pico top right here was at 3 trillion, and now we're at 3 trillion, 300 billion. We're only $300 billion above the previous bull cycle. So for people calling the top for crypto right now, and this goes back to my argument of I don't see $130,000 Bitcoin.
That previous
we're retesting a previous all-time high on total global. Let's look at there's a bit of a bear flag on the daily on Bitcoin, kind of, sort of. It's not really a bear flag. What it is a continuation. You have this downtrend right here. Boom. You have a downtrend, and then you're kind of coming up, forming a flag, but it's not the prettiest bear flag. It's kind of a sideways. You see this sideways shit right here? You got almost a sideways channel forming. So it's not really like you came down and bounced and did this like hook up. You kind of came down, bounced at $95,000, and now you're forming this sideways channel. I'm going to let Wes pull that up.
What time frame is that, Siri? Will you put it on the candles?
24-hour.
Yeah, but will you put it on the candles? Are those 30-minute candles? What are the candles?
That I don't know, because I don't usually use the. Let me see.
Just
Hold on.
go over one of them.
That's 9:30.
Right?
This is these are half hour.
30-minute candles. Okay.
Yeah. So, but on the daily, like I said, you came down And instead of seeing like a bear flag would be, you'd come down and then kind of bounce in a slant. That's not really what this is. I mean, it's kind of a slant, but look at that, Wes. I mean, I want you to pull it up on Lux and Trading View. You can't really see shit on here, but I'm curious to see if that is a sideways range we're forming there, because if that's the case, that's actually hinting at a possible reversal. So that's kind of bullish. Price wise, Solana's just sitting under $200. XRP at $2.32. XRP kind of got murdered. Cardano at 71 cents. Let's see. Chainlink at $18. Avalanche at $24. Andrew Saunders was on CT the other night with me, and kind of we were both talking shit about Avalanche a little bit. That was fun.
Was he? That is funny.
Sui, yeah, because he said the same thing I did. He's like, who the hell would name their project after something that crashes and falls? That's not a good idea. And that's what I said from a marketing standpoint. It's a horrible name. But it's not a bad name. It's a great name for a rock band or like a video game or like or I don't know. But would you name your ski resort Avalanche? No, because you would scare the hell out of people. So, you're in the crypto investment game. So that from that standpoint, but hyper liquid, dude, $23 and holding. Let me see how low hype got for a second.
23. I might scoop some more, man.
That I was able to buy anything, but let's see. 23 is still an excellent price for it. I was just seeing how low it got. Yeah, you ain't getting 23.67 looks like the low on the daily. So it did not even go back down to 20. Let's see. This is a weekly. It did get as low as $20, and it's like psych. Oh, hold on. I got a cat in here. No.
You got a cat.
I love you. You're not allowed in here. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna let you pull up the big boy charts. It's enough. This is a nice falling wedge though on hyper. Look at that shit. Falling wedge.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. A lot of hype projects that have that same chart, man. And I keep buying and they keep falling. And I keep buying and they keep falling. So hopefully that bounces back, man. We will see. Hit it, bro. Hit it.
Gotta hold that shit in. That's why the cat can't be in here, because the asthma. Cute cats though, but yeah, they can't be in here.
How many you got?
Bro, let's not talk about that shit. Too many. I've been taking care of my brother's stuff too, man. Trying to help him out because he's got some stuff going on. His wife's got some stuff, family problems. And I've been taking care of the chickens, the ducks. They got 6 chickens, 4 ducks. 3 of those, the ones that are really loud, but they look like chickens, but they're not chickens. I forget what they're called. He's got 6 chickens, 4 ducks, and then like 4 of those things, whatever the hell they are.
The hen? He's got like a hen?
It's not a hen. It's like this real furry looking chicken. And you don't eat their eggs. You just have them because they're loud as hell, and they'll alert you if a fox is around. So he keeps them for the ecosystem. They're like, what the fuck are they called? It starts with
like a rooster.
CH. It's not a rooster. It's not a hen. It's not a chicken. It's like a. The fuck are they? I can never remember.
Gamecock.
No, it ain't a gamecock. They're like. Damn, I can never remember what they're called. They're little weird looking chickens. They crow like a chicken and everything, but they're like starts with CH. I can't remember. But anyway, he's got that. He's got a pit bull. He's got another dog, an iguana, 2 big cats, and 2 kittens, plus the 6 chickens, 4 ducks, and all them shit. So I'm freaking Dr. Doolittle over that shit.
Cornish hen?
It's not a Cornish hen. It's like a
I said hen.
I forget what the hell that damn thing's called. I'm gonna actually text my brother because it's bothering me, but I'm gonna let you do that while I text George and ask him what the hell those things are called. It's bothering me now.
Xander, the Bear launch. I actually got a legit. Did you check your allocation, Siri?
Oh, I didn't even do Barachain. You were the one on that. I didn't mess with it.
I thought you did, dude.
No, I never got on that.
Huh. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that, right now, from what I understand, it went from like $4 to like 12 or some shit. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Just it's what I've seen people talking about in the Discord. There was a lot of people saying that they were going to buy it. Weeks back, whenever it did launch, they were saying they were going to buy it and try and catch the pump. And then I'm seeing a lot of people in the Discord saying today and earlier today that they were dumping immediately. So I don't know if they're a little freaked out because of the market in general is just, going down or whatever. But I have yet to look at the price action on it. But just from what people are saying, most of the people I'm talking to are dumping Bear token. So it could be a good pickup, man. If it does dump and it keeps going down, I think Bear token could do a decent job. You know what I mean? The proof of liquidity is a little confusing and all the stuff. It's a little confusing to most people trying to understand the proof of liquidity concept. But I don't know. I think overall it could be a good token to hold. I mean, I like the name of it. I think it's cool. And just the story behind Bear Chain itself, starting from an NFT collection and just friends, getting together, both all passionate about something. They launched their chain. The story is really cool or whatever. But as far as the token, I heard tokenomics were okay. And most people are saying they're going to dump and then look to pick some more up later on. That's just my thoughts.
Yeah, Wes is the expert on the Bear Chain, not me. I don't know anything, but I will do a shameless plug here about something that I noticed playing around with Sui and Aptos, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and make a call right now, okay? This is my call. And I hold a little bit of Aptos, not much. I think I'm really considering buying more, though. This is my call. Sui, not only because they didn't give us the airdrop and they didn't let us keep our NFTs that we were, okay, we're not going to talk about that shit, but the graphics and the name suck compared to Aptos. So, just from a user experience, this is just my opinion, you guys. Take it with a grain of salt. This is me personally using both blockchains. From a customer service side, from a user experience side, I would compare Sui and Aptos. I would say Cardano was a good user experience. I liked what GMB showed me on Cardano. I need to go back over there. I liked the platforms we were using there. But if I had to compare Aptos to Sui reminded me more of SEI chain. I played around on SEI chain. The graphics were really bad on SEI chain. They're not, it's not very, I know that's not a big deal to some people, but it's a big deal to me because if you want retail likes shiny things, shiny, clean. Right. So SEI chain was kind of clunky and boring. And Sui reminded me of SEI. Aptos had a cleaner, fresher interface. And what I think you're seeing happen right now, Sui, Aptos, and Solana, mark my words, all three of them are going to be working very closely because if you noticed on Sui chain and Aptos chain, every single swapper I used, you guys, every single one had Aptos, Sui, and Solana. Every single DeFi app, every single swapper, all the wallets, it was almost like they were already bridged all three of them together. So this is my prediction. My prediction is they're putting Sui out first. They're pushing Sui. And now you can see it. Phantom Wallet, go to Phantom Wallet. Sui comes up on Phantom Wallet now. They're saying they're integrated. You mark my words. Aptos is going to do the same thing very soon. This is just a hunch. I'm just making a call. I think Aptos comes on to Phantom Wallet next. I think Aptos starts to dominate in Phantom and Solana. And I think that people are going to cross-chain from Solana to Aptos more than Sui. And I think Aptos beats Sui on this bull run. I think it's quiet right now because Sui's got all the attention, but I think Aptos absolutely dominates Sui on this bull run. And I think at $8 or whatever the hell it is, I think it was at $8 yesterday. I think Aptos and Hyperliquid are going to be the winners over probably over I don't know, say is such a low cap. I think it's going to beat Sui. Just put it that way. I think Aptos is a better and I hate saying that because I know Andrew Saunders doesn't like Aptos because they're kind of competing with scale. But
yeah,
price wise,
as a
token itself, I think that Aptos is way down the list, bro. Aptos is like being slept on. I really do. I think it dominates Sui because Sui's already. Look at Sui, dude. Sui is what?
I got both.
Third. Yeah, Sui's at number 17. And Aptos, unless I'm missing over it. Okay, Aptos is number 42, bro. 42. And Aptos is at $5. Dude, I'm buying some fucking Aptos. All right. I know what I'm buying, dude. I'm buying Aptos, bro. $5 for $5 Aptos. No. $8. I was like, $5 Aptos, dude. I'm scooping a bag after the show for real. $5. So my call is I'm sticking to that. I think Aptos destroys Sui on this bull run. As far as gains go, I think the Aptos to Sui chart is going to be, So I just want to make that call, put that out there.
Yeah, just to kind of go off of that, I'll tell you that from this point forward, I think Aptos dominates for sure. But throughout the entire bull run, like from when Bitcoin, Sui's
been
already
kicking
up.
its ass. Sui's been kicking its ass.
So Sui is already way ahead on as far as gains go. So from this point forward, I think Aptos definitely is the better buy right now. But I have both, dude. I've been buying both of them.
Yeah, I got the airdrop on Aptos, had to sell it, and which I don't totally regret. I had to sell it, but I left some Aptos over there staking, and I scooped. I got a couple Aptos NFTs for you too. I scooped you. I think I sent you them already, didn't I?
Yeah, I got some NFT? In the wallet.
So I sent you a couple of NFTs from Aptos because I was scooping just whatever the best ones I could find. But yeah, dude, I number 42 versus number 17, that's kind of a no-brainer. Of course, Aptos is gonna from this point forward. I think it's gonna be a better chain than Sui. Just a call. But that could all be preference too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Aptos is supposed to be like super fast compared to other chains. I think they use the same coding language, if I'm not mistaken. I think they both use Move,
probably.
If I'm not mistaken. But I mean, it really comes down to your chain can be fast, but is it still fast when it's put under pressure and you have a ton of users using it? And I mean, that's what they said about Solana, man. And until Solana started getting tested with all these users, and you remember, dude, last cycle they were shutting down like every couple of months, man. So we'll see, man. Hopefully they both do good because I'm holding both of them. So hopefully they do good. I might have to put you on mute real quick, man.
That's fine.
I keep getting a phone call. And,
a quail, dude. It's a quail, bro. It's a quail. GMB. Quail. That's what he has. Quail. I thought it was a CH. Yeah, so the quail, he has, my brother has the quails in the ecosystem to alert because one of the foxes in the neighborhood got to a couple of his chickens early on. So he got the quail and also reinforced the yard. But the quails are there to make noise when any kind of predators come around. So it'll alert him at night. So that's why he got the quails. You can't really eat the eggs, I don't think. Or the duck eggs for that. I guess some people do. But yeah, the chicken eggs are freaking great. Are you back? Are you back with us, Wes? Sorry.
Sorry. The kid kept calling me, dude. He called like 5 times back to back. So I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, he was okay. Yeah.
So it's quail. That's the name. I was just telling them that the quail keeps the predators away. The fox, it doesn't keep them away. It just makes a tremendous amount of noise if the foxes come around, try to eat the chickens again. So that's why he got the quails.
Yeah, I've been quail hunting a few times, man. Those are the ones that it's dangerous too. Those are the ones that come flying from the ground. They'll fly up. And so a lot of people get shot quail hunting because people draw their guns and it's, they come down and up and they're trying to catch it when it's taken off. And so people have gotten shot doing that, man, hunting with other people. So, but it is fun. I have been a few times.
Yeah, GMB said, I thought it was something exotic. No, in that complex.
Right.
All right. So let's look at some PA.
Let's jump into it, yo.
We got.
Yeah, let's jump into it. Bitcoin is at 96.8. So it's come up a little bit since we've been on the live stream here. I just wanted to point this out. Guys, I mean, no matter what, I just like to refresh your memory on this. We're still in an uptrend on the higher time frames. The monthly still looks absolutely fantastic. Like there's nothing wrong with it at all. The only thing that I'm seeing here, we've been ranging up here, I think, for like the last 2.5 months or something. We've been sitting around that $100,000 mark. Like we've been consolidating there for the most part. That's where we've kind of been consolidating at. And usually when we see these consolidation periods, hopefully we don't do a consolidation as long as here. But usually when we see that, that is when we usually get a push to the upside. They get tired of trading within that range. And that's a lot of times why you see that bull pennant start to form, because people are trading less within that range, and then we'll get tight and then we'll, shoot to the upside or whatever. And I think that's kind of what's happening here. I don't think we stay in this area for too long. It's between 92, at least the closes are on the monthly, 92 to about 102,000, right? Right now, man, it's pretty much, you look back here, do we go green, red, green, red, green, red, green, breakout? And so far, we've come into it in the green, red, green, red. February is starting to be a red month, but it looks like most of it is to the upside, above the middle part, the top part of the range or whatever. So that's a good thing. We're still above our moving averages. We still have some time here. This is the monthly candles. This is October. This line is going to be October. And I just want to point out that this is what I see as far as Elliott wave goes, right? So we've got our impulse wave, wave 1, we consolidated, correction, wave 2, and then broke out for wave 3. And now we're, trying to finish wave 4. And if you connect all your Kennedy channels to it, you can see when we break out of those ranges, that's when you know that we've started the official next impulse wave. And so far, we're still kind of ranging in here. We want to, I have the 4 pulled back here, Siri, but if you look on this isn't an impulse wave. The angle is just absolutely terrible. That is not considered an impulse wave. You want it to be between 1 and 12 o'clock on a clock. So that's what.
Let me ask you real quick. I don't want to interrupt what you're talking about, but I have a big question. How did you get from, or how did you decide, or is it an Elliott wave? Is it part of Elliott wave? In other words, how did you decide how long the line is from 3 to 4? In other words, from 1 to 2 is a longer line, from 3 to 4 is a shorter line. How did you come up with putting the 4 where it is? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. So we're not going to know when wave 4 ends until we break above this range high, where we closed at right here. When we close above 102, that's when we know the pullback is over and we're starting to move to the upside. But we won't know exactly where wave 4 ends until we break out of this range here and close out of this. Yeah. But one thing that I'm looking at here, I'm not measuring this. This is not an impulse wave. This is just simply the waves that I have on the chart right now. But if you were to measure this and you look at it and you go back to all the other cycles as well, a lot of times we'll come down and wick to the 0.5, but either way, we close above the 0.382. And you can go back and look at last cycle and the cycle before, and you'll see that on the monthly or in the higher time frames, we'll close above the 0.382. And so I'm seeing that. And then if you were to measure this wave from the breakout to here, you can see that we are still above that 0.382. My only concern is, do we copy what we did back here? And no matter what, Yeah. So,
Oh my God.
Yeah, 0.5 is the 79. As long as we don't close below here. But again, man, when you're talking about the monthly chart, these pullbacks usually don't take us there. So as long as it doesn't go below the extreme of wave 1, we're still in that Elliott wave, and wave 5 is going to take us to the upside. The reason that I have wave 5 measured out to 150 is because I just took the average to the top. There's really no way to know exactly where we're going to go, but a lot of people are looking at that, and as well as the Fibonacci extension. If you take it from the bottom, if it'll do it, I think we've looked at this a few times too, Siri. Let me get rid of this. But yeah, if you were to take it from the bottom wick to the top of that range and then pull it back to where our bottom is on there, I mean, you can see the 0.61, the 1.618, which is the extremely high level on the Fibonacci extension, 185,000. Most people are looking between 1 and 1.272, which is going to be 148 to 164. That doesn't mean we have to go there. Most people are looking at those levels to say, all right, I'm going to start taking some profits here. So that I think that is kind of why I'm just generalizing it between, 140, 150, max 160. But I mean, that doesn't have to play out like that. You know what I mean? If you go to the previous cycles and you were to do the same thing, it doesn't measure out exactly like that. That's just where most people are looking, that herd mentality. Everybody's kind of looking at the same indicators here. But those are some targets to the upside. But either way, my point about looking at the monthly is that we're still in an uptrend, guys. We're just ranging. And until we break out of that, we won't know until, the fourth wave, that correction wave is over, until we start to break out. But we're still good, man. We're still above our moving averages. We're still making higher highs and higher lows. And as long as we don't break below this level here, 80, then we're still good, man. We're still looking good on the monthly. All right. On the weekly, not much has really changed here. We've talked about this a few times. We're ranging as far as the close. The candle closes, we're ranging between 92 and 104, I think it is. Yeah, 104,000. You can see that we're starting to tighten up here. We're making higher highs or lower highs and higher lows. Excuse me. So we're starting to tighten up here. Yeah, we're starting to tighten up here a little bit. Usually when this happens, that is when we break out and start that, next impulse wave. So I mean, we don't really have that much room left in this. The tip of that would put us around like March, dude. So, that would line up with what you were saying, Siri, March, February, March, towards the end of March. You were saying March, right?
I was saying my newly adjusted, my newly adjusted is around March. It was, I've been saying mid-February breakout for 130. Now it's kind of been shifted to March, but real quick, this pattern, I'm seeing possible potential fake out to the upside, where they do one more time, where they give us one more run up. And I'll make that call in a little bit, but I just want to say I think these charts, the monthly, the weekly, they look like they're serving us up for a one more wick up and then one more down before the real deal breakout. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, you're good. So the point that I wanted to get across on the weekly is that we're starting to tighten up. Even if we were to come down here and retest the range low, that would be a nice little double bottom on the weekly. I mean, it'd be multiple bottoms on the daily. But on the weekly, which is fantastic, it's even better to see it on a higher time frame. The retest of the range low and then breakout. That'd be the third time that we hit the top, breakout from there. And it would kind of put us, where we're at right there, a nice little breakout. But that's it on the weekly. I just think it still looks good, man. We did get a bearish MACD cross up here. And so that could bring us down to retest that range low as well. So, just something to watch, guys. And then, our 20 is back here at the 88,000. It's not common for us to break through that level, but we could, man, as long as you keep that in the back of your mind. But what's scary for those levels for me is that huge volume gap, dude. If we drop below that and say we do go back to close the CME gap, I think we're going to go at least retest this previous high back here where that blue channel is right there.
I think you and I both agree on that, and we have been saying that. We've been Crypto Remora people know, if you guys been watching us, we've been constantly making you just aware of that level. We're not calling for it just yet, but something interesting on your chart right there, Wes, on that weekly, that is an indecision candle right now. As of right now, that is when you see the candle wick perfectly in the middle, perfect up, perfect down, you can't get more indecisive than that. You technically were in a, you had a bullish. All right, let's see. See, the blue and white's messing with me. The blue and white is messing with me. Is the white up or down?
Blue is bullet. Blue is green. White is red.
Okay, so you were technically, you had a red candle, right? Now you're indecisive, but it's not below the previous bull candle. It's like you're still above. You're still in an uptrend. That makes it so damn tricky, dude. They're just playing with us, bro. I'm so ready for this breakout.
I just see it tightening up, man.
I know. That's what I see.
Yeah, it's tightening up. If you're,
do we have Bollinger Bands?
If you're looking at the candle bodies. Yeah, if you're looking at the candle bodies, man, that was my whole point of the weekly. The candle bodies, I'm not really focused on the wicks. We'll look at all that at on a daily time frame, 4 hour, whatever. But just on the candle bodies, dude, we're getting tight here, and that is a good thing, especially after a nice impulse move wave up, and then we start tightening. That's usually continuation, so that's pretty bullish there.
Do you think it's worth looking at the Bollinger Bands for that?
We can. Yeah, we can. I don't think that
see if we have a move coming up. We know we do,
man.
And the settings,
but I don't think they're getting tight. We can look at it. Actually, I don't have. I have to switch it here. Cut that off.
Still looks like a fallen wedge right there, kind of. It's like almost gearing up for a fallen wedge, but it's not quite there yet.
Yeah, so we got tight here. We got tight here when we broke down and got that scam wick or whatever. And this one's curving in. The top is curving in because we're going down, and then the bottom is also curved to the downside. So it's not anything special.
No, not really helping us.
Not anything special at all, man.
I just wanted to look at it and see, but yeah, you're right. It's not really helping us.
Yeah, you're good.
That's why I don't use. That's why I never use Bollinger
on
Bands.
The daily.
Because of that, they don't help enough.
Yeah. On the daily, man, this is where we can kind of dig a little deeper into this. And as you can see, we were starting to reverse here. We were getting that downward trending resistance, and we were starting to reverse, right? We hit that level here. We came up, we retested that major swing high, broke through it, and we pushed 5 waves to the upside. And look at that wick, dude. I mean, we just got faked the hell out right here. Got that wick, bearish candle, came back up, but we've been trading in the top of this range since January 16th. Okay. And the only reason, and this is what we saw, guys, we had our resistance, right? And then that flipped into support. That's when you started seeing these wicks come down and hit that blue trend line, and it's still acting as support, right? We're still getting support level on that downward sloping trend. So I think that is a crucial point here is I think that as long as we can hold that level without breaking below it, and then I don't see anything wrong with it, man. The only thing about this, dude, is that high volume gap. We can't seem to get back through 99,000 and 101.5. This is not the problem. The gray area is not the problem. It's the bottom line and the top line of it that we can't seem to get past and stay above. And that is the issue that we're having. But it is good that we're holding this up as support, in my opinion. I think that looks really good.
I think if we go to 94, we need to get nervous.
On the 4. You think 94 is the number?
Well, I just think if we start to drop below, like, and we don't have much of a cushion above it right now. We're only a couple thousand above it, but I think if we go down to 94 again, which is kind of the bottom of that blue zone, right? I mean, you're getting towards the bottom of that blue zone.
We closed.
We
right
get
here.
down there. Yeah, if we get back down around that neighborhood, then the CME gap comes back up like a bully, and it's like, hey, remember me? You know, I'm about to take your lunch money. Yeah. You know, I think we need to pay attention at that point.
Yeah. So back here, guys, this is kind of what happened and what threw a lot of people off, man. On the 4 hour, you can see it better. This was when we broke down to that 88 level. This wick right here is when we broke down to that $89,000 level. And as soon as we did that capitulation, we call capitulation, and we said, all right, cool, man, we're about to start moving up. Cool deal. We both called it, and we started putting these moves up, and then we got rejected on that previous all-time high. Came all the way back down to 100K. That held up as support, which was good. And this is when we thought we were going to the freaking moon right here. And it just didn't happen, man. We came back down and it just started ranging. But also, that's when we saw that diamond pattern right here. Up, we go up right here, down, over, up. Nice little diamond there. And then we started consolidating sideways. So we just knew, dude. We just fucking knew that we were about to break to the upside after that big move up and then the bullish diamond pattern at the top. We thought we were going to be breaking to the upside, but we just can't get past it, dude. Nice little wick down here. It's the 0.236. That was when we bounced right here, put in that bullish candle. And then again, we were saying, all right, dude, this is it. We're going, we're fucking going to the moon, man. We came down, retested that area. And then we started putting in higher highs and higher lows again, right? Higher highs, we started moving up. And then we got our double top. Then we got our news. And that's what brought us all the way back down to 91K. But now we're back up above this area of support, man. So I think that is a really big point here, man, just to stay above that area. Hopefully we can stay above it until we break out of this. But we need to get back above 100K, man. We have to get back above 100K. The level to beat here is going to be this major swing high on the 4 hour, which is going to be 102-ish. But right now, man, we're putting in lower lows and lower highs. If this comes back down and we put in another lower low, man, it's not going to look good. But if we can stay above this low on the 4 hour and continue up here, man, then I'm feeling good about it. But we got to break out of this range, man. We got to break out of the range. We got a MACD flip. But then look exactly what it did right after, dude. Bullish MACD flip, and then we fell right back under it. And it's just, dude, it sucks, man. The price action right now sucks, guys. Especially if you're a trader, man. You can't trade this shit.
Yeah, it's definitely. I've been just kind of sidelined on the trading element of it and just kind of looking at levels, you know, calling levels for fun. But I don't know. I see a bearish side to this where part of me says we need to go back down to 92, but looking at the sharpness of that last drop and then the bounce straight up, and now you're kind of doing this angle down.
Yeah.
You know, where you had all those white candles falling over, just falling off a cliff. You had a big bounce, then you went straight up. Now you're kind of diagonal. To me, that move almost is illogical to say, oh, well, where are we at? What chart is this? This is the 4 hour. It's almost illogical to say on the 4 hour that, oh, well, in the next couple days or so, we're going to go right back down to 92. Like, I want to see 92 again, but then again, it did happen back there. So it's hard to tell if we need to go that low again just to get, you know, reset indicators and or whatever. So it's almost like you want to say we're ready to head back to the top range, which is, you know, 108-ish. But when I see something that's pulling me both directions, I always go with sideways. As boring of a call as that is, if I see bullish and bearish equal forces, I always say, okay, that means it's usually going to play out to be sideways action. And that's kind of what we're going to do, I think, for a couple of days. And then I think we do get a pump. I think we pump by Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We got low volume Friday, Saturday. I think by Wednesday next week, I think by Thursday's show next week, I think it's going to take a full week. But I think in 7 days, we get another move like those last blue candles. You could see where we broke down below the EMAs. I think that's what's happening right now. And if you remember, I did call that. I said that when generally speaking, the candles like to slice barely through the EMAs before you get that, run. You're seeing the candles slice through the EMAs, just like I thought would happen, right? On the 4 hour, we're getting those slices through the EMAs. But what I think happens next is you get like one more run up, come back down, and then we get the next breakout. Now, is the next breakout going to finally bring us above 108, 110? Well, if that's in a week from now, you're looking at February 6th. That would coincide with what I said mid-February. That's another reason why I called mid-February for the breakout. But do we have enough strength mid-February to break 108? The big. I agree with you. The level we got to break right now is 102. That's why I said 102. Term, I said 102. We would go up, hit our head, and come down to 97. That was my call on Monday. My call right now is, I think within the next 2 weeks, we definitely see 108 again. I do think we get above 102, but I think that'll be our third attempt at the 108 all-time high, whatever level. And I just don't know right now if I'm going to make that call and say we get above it. But I do think you see upward price action. I just don't think it happens until next Thursday. So if I had to make a call for Monday's show, I'm sideways and bearish for Monday's prediction from now till Monday. As of right now. Yeah. What about you? Do you see us like what are you getting from this? Because I'm not getting a whole lot either direction. I'm getting sideways.
I'm really not either. I'm really not getting too much from this either, man, because we're just all over the place, man. You look at the 1 month, looks good. We're just consolidating, right? 1 month looks good. Continuation pattern looks good. You look at the weekly, looks good, dude. Continuation pattern. We're just
ready, man. Weekly looks
and tightening up here. And you switch to the daily, and it's like right. And then you look, at the daily, and I mean, we're putting in we're putting in lower highs and lower lows right now. So if we get rejected here, we're probably going to go back down to retest the 90K area. See, I look at this. This is a scam wick. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But even if you put it at the close and you move these to the closes, we're still making lower highs and lower lows. So maybe we come back down and retest the range low here like we've done so many times. And that's kind of what worries me, dude. We keep on testing that bottom level, we're going to fall through it. So that's why I'm kind of looking at this downward, support level here. I mean, it's acting really good as support right now. And I think that it's important that we get above it. We've got a new point of control that is directly above us. Yeah, it could. And if we do, then we're going to the range low. We fall through that, then we're probably going to go to that 88, that last line in the sand.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But, yeah. Or maybe this keeps going down. We keep going down with it. And then finally we hit this support and then the downward support. And it acts as a double support system. And then we move up. I don't know, man. I don't know. But as of right now, we're making lower highs, lower lows on the daily.
If I like what you just said, that theory of that blue zone box going down, price action going down, and then creating confluence around 92,000. Yeah, if that were to play out and keep kind of grinding, slice through it, go up a little, go down a little, but basically staying on that blue zone until it meets up with that sideways zone around 90 to 92, and then get, like you said, confluence at that $92,000 level. That would happen. That would take until February 17th, which is, guess what? Mid-February, which is when I said I thought we would be up. So, yes, my readjustment, I think, is pretty good. I think my readjustment of saying that March, any way you slice it, I think it takes 3 to 4 weeks before we get above 108. And probably before we get above definitely before we get to 130. But dude, who knows, dude? These markets are freaking nuts sometimes.
Yeah.
Anything can happen always. So you have to have your guard up, but
yeah.
I think we have great levels, dude. Our levels are on point. We're calling good levels.
As of right now, guys, we're just ranging. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yep. Ranging. The only things to watch out for is this area of support and then our high volume level directly above us. But we got to get back above 100, 101, 102, and at least get back into the range high, and then go sideways. Let the RSI go down a little more. Let the MACD go down a little bit more. You know what I mean? So when we do retest that high, we can break through it with ease.
Excuse me. Whew. Sorry, freaking cats. Massive wick down there to the 92. Massive buy orders came in.
Yeah.
So what are we saying, man? Let's hold each other accountable for Monday.
Lux Algo has, man.
Oh yeah, Lux Algo, and then our calls.
Yeah, Lux Algo. So Lux Algo on the daily. What is your call? You want to do this first?
No, I want to see Lux Algo first. Let me get all information before I make a call.
All right. So Lux Algo, colors are purple. That just means we're going sideways. Trend strength is pretty high. It just says we're ranging. So it's just calling for ranging. We still have our targets to the upside. We're still under that buy order, dude. We haven't gotten a red sell yet, but we're still under the buy order. The smart trail has flipped, or is still bullish. Money flow starting to flow out, starting to go over to the red. Momentum wave, the hyper wave here is, going to the downside. So, and then that high volume level right above us, man. Like, I don't see us breaking out of this, dude, until we maybe track down a little bit longer. I'm with you, man. I think if we do break out of this, it's going to be late February. But targets are looking good, man.
Yeah, I think the next level to break is going to be 104.5, where all that VPVR is up there, where that high volume area is. I think that 105, I think that's around 105. Yeah, right there. That level is going to be a little bit of a bitch to break, I think. And I think if we go up there too soon,
we've got all this in here.
And we got 102 still. So I think 102 and 104 short term, you guys. We're talking short term in the next couple days. We're not getting bearish. The bull run's still here. Keep things in perspective. The next couple of days we're talking. If we go up, I think you get a little bit of resistance at 102. If we get past it, if it's a miracle, we get past that, I think we smack our head on 104, 105. And then if you get lucky enough where we get above that, we head up towards that blue box zone up there, but I don't see us getting past that just yet. I think there's a little more sideways action. I think with low volume over the weekend. Tomorrow's a trading day, so let's get brass tacks. You could see a pump tomorrow and get us up to 98,000 again and smack our head on that little thing and then come right back down to 96K. So my call right now, if I have to make a prediction for Monday, I say over the weekend, I say tomorrow we get a somewhat green day just because the markets are shit right now. So I think tomorrow we get a little bit of a green day, but I think it's short-lived. I think we go up to $97,000, $98,000, which is the range right above us, the VPVR right above us, right? I think we hit that, and I think we come right on back to where we're at. So in other words, that equals sideways because we went up and then we went down, which equals sideways. So I'm saying my call is very boring. This is my Monday morning call, extremely boring. I say we go to 98, maybe 99, and then grind back down. And then by Monday morning, we're sitting right around where we're at now, which is $96,000, $97,000 yet again. I know that's not exciting, but that's just my call, man. Low volatility. You got Friday tomorrow. you know, you don't have a whole lot of catalyst, nothing major is going on, and the 102 and the 104 level are being a little bit of a jerk right now. So we know that those levels, market makers have those levels kind of locked above us, and they're saying, yeah, you want to get above 98, we're going to stop you at 104, we're going to stop you at 102. So I think the market makers are kind of wanting us right here, and I think they want to trap us between 98 and 96 right now, and I think there's quite a few trades that could happen between that over the weekend. And then I'll make another call Monday, dude. I don't want to call to the downside or the up any past that before Monday. So that's my prediction.
Yeah.
And you too. I think you should make your call as well, where you say,
oh, you think?
I think you should call which direction we're going to go before it hits your number too. Like, yeah, make your prediction thorough a little bit.
I think that tomorrow is Friday. Look, man, I want to be bullish, dude. We're in a bull run, dude. Like,
let's go, dude. We need somebody to be bullish. I'm trying to be bullish. Shit.
Right. I want to be bullish, man. And I'll say this, dude. We've gotten some pretty big candles here. The only reason they didn't work out is because of news and headlines and the shit that's happening, you know, on a macroeconomic scale, right? So I want to continue being bullish, and I think this is bullish. We wicked all the way down, we retested the low, and we got pushed back up. We're staying above this area, so I want to be bullish. I want to say we get back above 101.
I like that.
And I think by Monday, we're retesting this order block here, 103, 104, possibly 105, something like that.
I like that, to be honest with you, because that's why I didn't call the blue zone below us. I don't feel like I think we could hit 92K again, excuse me. But over the next 48 hours or by Monday, why would we go down there? We just came up from there. So I agree with you. And on the bullish side, I'm all about it. I do think that we could hit 101, 102. Do we have enough gusto to break it tomorrow? Who knows, dude? Another thing about Fridays that you don't realize, if good news comes out early, like if we wake up tomorrow, right, and China did some shit overnight, or Trump does something early in the morning, or Fink does something, or someone puts out an NFT, or something stupid could happen, right? And absolutely take us up there above it. And I would love to see that, because that would be a little more volatility. So I agree with you. I think we either go sideways or up from here, but we also have to be aware that next week we have to get back in the classroom again, because that we're at the very bottom level of this VPVR. So the only thing below us is that 90 to 92. And then below that, buddy, we got 88,000. Then we got the CME gap below us. So we can't ignore what's under us. But at the same time, because we just came down from there, or up from there, that's why I'm saying I agree with you. I don't see us just going. It just doesn't make sense that we would bounce that high, come sideways, and then just go right back down. I mean, do these markets ever make sense? But I just don't think so. I don't think we drop before Monday. I agree with you. I think I'm going to still stay where I'm at with 96, 97 by Monday. But I say that the highest we get is maybe 99,000. I don't think we break the 99K level yet. But I would like to see it, because that would show some more strength from the bulls. So I hope you're right, because we need the bulls to get hyper again. I mean, we don't want the bears taking over here. That's just, we don't want them to win. We want the bulls to show the strength. We need them to show the strength that we can get above 100K like that. We need to show the bears that, look, you guys think you got shit going on, but at any given moment, Bitcoin will go back above 100K with, within a 24-hour period, dude. I mean, from here tomorrow, like you're saying. So I like your call. I think it's good. I hope it happens.
We'll see.
This is one of those times I hope I'm wrong, because I don't want to be bearish, but yeah, dude, those are both good calls. And then by Monday,
we'll see, man.
You guys, we'll give you new calls on Monday. We do this every Monday, every Thursday, so that you have, Monday starts the week fresh, and then by Thursday, you got, the next prediction level. So that's why we kind of picked these days too, aside from the scheduling. It worked out really good, I think, from a trading standpoint, to do Monday mornings and Thursday nights, because that way we kind of cover the whole week by a couple of days spread. But yeah, I'm with you on that, brother. I see that.
We shall see. We shall see, man. We shall see.
And ETH, just sell your ETH, by the way. Just don't even. ETH is dead. Just kidding. Do not sell your ETH.
Nah, man. We're looking at a pretty bullish chart on ETH, man. For the people that weren't here last,
I love ETH right here.
Actually,
Actually,
see it on the weekly chart a little bit better. Yeah, and dude, I'm lucky. Like, we're lucky it didn't close down there. But I mean, the fact that we did still close above it is still good. You know what I mean? It's a nice looking inverted head and shoulders. And then something else I want to point out on Ethereum is we are making higher highs and higher lows. Like, I know it's not much for the ETH fam, but we are technically still making higher highs and higher lows on Ethereum. So that's a positive thing. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't give up on ETH just yet, man.
I have some news for your call, by the way, tomorrow, that didn't I just say if something comes out, a story comes out tomorrow morning could be green? Well, check this out. I don't know if you could see this. Let me know if you guys can read this. Can you read that?
Yeah.
Congress eyes stable coin legislation. That came from Gemini at 6:47 p.m. tonight. So if the news breaks in the morning and they say, oh, we're getting regulation for stable coins, the market could go absolutely freaking bananas. You just don't know how much attention it's going to get. But I think that it would take that to get us back to that 102, 104. And that would be awesome. So who knows, man? Maybe that develops overnight, bro. Maybe that turns into something.
Yeah. Someone was asking about, who was that? John Tyler. Don't rug. Don't you rug.
Don't you rug me.
Don't you rug me. John Tyler was asking about Ondo. Real quick, Ondo's RWA. It's like the top RWA token. I like Ondo, man. I got a bag of Ondo. I think it does really well. I mean, obviously, it's got a lot of institutional interest. You know what I mean? A lot of the big money whales and institutions are talking about Ondo, obviously, because they want to use it. They want to tokenize everything. And Ondo, I think, is going to be huge. So I like Ondo. This is Ondo's chart. This is a month. It hasn't been around long at all. I know they have a lot of token unlocks still left to do. So that's something to kind of be, wary of, I would say, is just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. You can go on CoinMarketCap and you can look up when they get their token unlocks. But a lot of times we saw this with Solana as well. Solana had like 40% of its supply unlocked during last cycle. But Solana, I mean, we see what Solana did, man. They want to make their money and they'll pump it. So Ondo could do the same thing. I feel the same about Sui and Aptos. But I like Ondo, man. It's making higher highs, higher lows on the monthly. Go to the daily. I mean, it's kind of doing the same thing ETH is doing. It's an EVM token. So we'll see, man. But technically, that is a bear flag. So we need to see Bitcoin and ETH do its thing. I don't really pay much attention to like patterns on these tokens because it's going to follow ETH. It's going to follow Bitcoin. So, yeah.
I agree with Ondo. I think that's a hell of a project. Also, we got CT in the house saying, evening, gents. CT to the moon. 89 is the make it or break it line. And this kind of goes in with what Andrew Saunders was saying on CT's chart, Wes. When Andrew Saunders was saying he's got some connections in there with Trump. He's got some producers that actually filmed his inauguration both times. And so Andrew said if he's got any questions, he'll call his buddy that's a producer that did that for Trump. So he'll be like, hey, what's going on, you know? And Andrew was saying in Spaces the other night that and that's what kind of solidified my March call. I was like, yeah, because I was already thinking I had to move my mid-Feb to March for everything. And that includes Ondo, you guys. You guys got to also understand it's great, dude. If John Tyler, if you love Ondo, you want to buy Ondo, and it looks like a decent entry, scoop that shit right now, bro, because Bitcoin, we're saying, you know, we're so in our bubble from February to March that we're like, oh my God, it's going to be 3 more weeks before Bitcoin goes up by $10,000. We're so spoiled rotten in crypto. We are so impatient, you guys. We are so freaking impatient in this space that we bitch about 2 weeks for something. And I get it because I'm impatient. I'm right there with you. But you just have to zoom out and remind yourself, like, yeah, if you, excuse me, if you like Ondo and you're bullish on that shit, if you're just asking from a technical standpoint or a fundamental standpoint, Wes likes it. I like it. I don't hold any of it, but I was seriously thinking about buying a bag. I just right now, I'm not going to spread myself too thin, but I did want to just remind you guys to be patient and also let Bitcoin be the leader still. So in other words, just know that your coins are not going to go, you know, Ondo's not going to have this amazing breakout before most likely. Ondo's not going to have this massive breakout, or any coins you love are not going to have this just magical miracle breakout. Sometimes it happens, but it's rare when Bitcoin is still in these phases where it's being a little bit of a, you know, sideways crab.
Yeah, Ondo has targets to the upside too on Lux Algo. So it's following Ethereum. I mean, we got our, you know, our buy signal here, and
damn.
And then it dropped all the way back. It flipped the trend catcher bearish, but targets are still to the upside, man. And it's going to follow ETH. We did get a green dot on the momentum indicator, so that usually signals a shift in momentum, possibly a reversal. We'll see.
Yeah, the reversal pattern is looking more and more dominant on the Bitcoin chart right now. That's why I said that bear flag in the beginning of the show. I said the bear flag looks weak, meaning it doesn't look like we're ready to go back down. That's why we both gave our calls the way we did, because I think we could be possibly putting in that reversal. Wes, I'm going to pull this up real quick just because.
Where did we see that bear flag?
Just on the daily. It's on the 24-hour.
Is this the one?
Let me see.
See, and I think that
it's like a bear flag, but it goes sideways.
Event. You know what I mean? If that's what we're. Yeah,
it's weak.
It's not a black swan event. I mean, we are coming back up into this and then going down. Yeah, that's a tough one, but I don't know. I'm taking that with a grain of salt because that was a black swan event. We came down, but we did push back up quickly, and now we're just going down and sideways, man. And who knows? I mean, we could bounce here and continue up. You know what I mean? That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I want to look at some CT real quick, and then I got to jump off here. And then if you wanted to look at anything else, but I just want to pull this chart up. CT is actually having a pump of 30% in the last 24 hours. So that's actually pretty freaking sweet, which kind of pisses me off because I missed the dip, but whatever. I was going to scoop some of that, but because I saw this falling wedge, I kind of figured we would have a little breakout, but my little squiggly line is not exactly pulling out like it was, but they may meet up right around this area. So this target, I'm going to leave that up there just for now, but I don't think it's too late to buy this. I think they were saying for $300, you can become a CT millionaire, which is pretty damn epic. Again, look, I just have to show you this again, Wes. Here's Crypto Twitter. Here's VHS, which they're doing a thing tonight. VHS.
I love that
contest. Dude, I missed the contest at 5:30 for the video. Man, damn it. I'm a movie buff too. I could have won that shit. But I love this picture, dude. They got everybody on here. They got everybody. But look where they chose to put Crypto Remora, you guys. Look where they put our logo. And that's freaking dope, man.
That's awesome.
I love that shit. They put us right in the middle,
special.
man. I feel very special. And you know what? We got to say, me and Wes worked on that logo. We didn't spend a ton of time because we had the vision for it together. We were like thinking whale and Remora. We were on the same page. We said we got top hat, cigar, little Remora. And I'm just grateful that we both came together and made our logo. We're so proud of that logo. So I'm glad to see you guys showing us the love and putting the logo in the center. Thank you very much. That's freaking awesome. Glad to be a part of it. If you don't know what CT is, it's called Crypto Twitter. They have spaces every single night on Solana. They are one of the few coins that are on Solana that actually have something going on where they stream once a day, every day for over 100 and shit. I think they're on episode 140 tonight. I mean, it's ridiculous. Every single night they do a live spaces, and you go in there and you can meet people from technical analysis. You can meet marketing about different blockchains. Cardano. They had Charles Hoskinson in there one night listening in, and the dev actually was kind of upset because he like missed that. Poor Bob there missed that one, but all kinds of chains. They had all kinds of chains on there, and just TA guys, trading guys, whatever you guys want to get into, they have it on the spaces on Crypto Twitter. So make sure you check them out. And yeah, really, really awesome guys, and they help you out if you're a beginner. And so definitely check them out on Twitter. Good project, and it's very, very cheap to get in right now still. So yeah, like I said, 300, maybe a little more now, but 300 or so will get you 1 million Crypto Twitter tokens. And the devs are not going anywhere. They will be there tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Even with COVID, he did a live stream. So shout out to those guys. And Wes, I'm going to have to jump off here, man. I don't know if you're going to keep rolling. I got to jump off.
Yeah, we love those guys, man. No, dude, I got to go to bed, dude. I got to go to sleep.
Yeah, I'll be up there in a minute. Are you still up there? All right, I'll call you in a minute. I'm about to wrap it up. I'll call you in a second. All right. Yeah, so we want to wrap it up. I gotta go pick him up.
Yep, let's do this, man. Guys, that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Hit the like button. Do us a favor, man. We really appreciate you guys. We do it twice a week, Monday, Thursday. So make sure you come and see us on Monday. Make sure you're following us on all socials at the Crypto Remora. Follow Siri at Siri Crypto and myself at Crypto MacGyver. Much love, and until next time, peace out.
Peace out, GMB. CT in the house. John Tyler, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Hunter, as always. Davey C. Xander Bailey. And long term, of course.